Well, here we are. It's Friday, the last day of March. God bless you. Pastor Chris Haughee here with Desert Springs, and we're continuing our way through Traumatic Triumph. And we're getting close to the end. It's almost Passion Week, starting with Palm Sunday coming up this Sunday. And here on Friday, you are given your choice of a recentering activity. I would really encourage you to lean into these this coming week because this week before Easter can go quickly. There can be a lot of activities, both in a church community and then just family wise, and with spring sports and activities. If you've got kids and are running around, it's really important to take that time to slow down and be present with the Lord. So go ahead and pause this for a moment and choose your recentering activity from previous lesson, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right. Today's devotional is called Privileged Suffering, which may sound like an oxymoron to you. I know it does to me, but our reading takes us to Philippians chapter 1, verses 21 through 30 from the New Living Translation. I will be reading. For to me, Paul says, living means living for Christ, and dying is even better. But if I live, I can do more fruitful work for Christ. So I really don't know which is better. I'm torn between two desires. I long to go and be with Christ, which would be far better for me. But for your sakes, it is better that I continue to live. Knowing this, I am convinced that I will remain alive so I can continue to help all of you grow and experience the joy of your faith. And when I come to you again, you will have even more reason to take pride in Christ Jesus because of what he is doing through me. Above all, you must live as citizens of heaven, conducting yourselves in a manner worthy of the good news about Christ. Then, whether I come and see you again or only hear about you, I will know that you are standing together with one spirit and one purpose, fighting together for the faith, which is the good news. Don't be intimidated in any way by your enemies. This will be a sign to them that they are going to be destroyed, but that you are going to be saved, even by God himself. For you have been given not only the privilege of trusting in Christ, but also the privilege of suffering for him. We are in this struggle together. You have seen my struggle in the past, and you know that I am still in the midst of it. Well, I would like to start by picking up from a point that I made in yesterday's reflection and expand on it just a bit. So if you didn't join us yesterday, then perhaps this won't make as much sense, but hopefully you've been following us day by day and joining me. But this point was from yesterday that God uses our past experiences, our past struggles to make us kinder, wiser, and better equipped at helping others with their difficulties. It's something that I've seen borne out and proven time and time again. Indeed, God's strength and provision is known better through our weaknesses, those struggles that we've had where we've got maybe some cracks in our otherwise, together professional facade. God's known better through those things than through our best attributes and our own resources. So today's passage speaks of the privilege of suffering for Jesus. As you consider suffering for Jesus, please know that any hardship you endure for him is also done with him. Jesus is always present with us, though I believe our perception of his presence is heightened or can be heightened in those moments of suffering that we endure. Besides a tendency to cause us to be more humble and have greater empathy, there is a remarkable character trait that those who have endured adversity, especially in childhood, seem to be gifted with. I am speaking of the gift of discernment. and the ability to perceive when someone is truly authentic and genuine. I find that the trauma affected child or teen is often the best judge of character. Their senses have become so acutely tuned to filter out those that may be a threat to them physically, emotionally, relationally, or spiritually that their gut can detect a phony a mile away. My observation is that their woundedness, once healed to some degree, is, in a sense, their superpower. Maybe it's your superpower. That ability to discern, coupled with empathy and awareness, is a gift to the rest of us. If you haven't considered how God can redeem your suffering in this way, I'd encourage you to do a quick assessment of the ways God just might be able to redeem some of your past. If you open yourself up to this possibility, you can be assured that Jesus goes with you every step of the way. Remember today, everyone has their own struggle. It is a privilege to walk with one another and with God through these struggles. Other passages for contemplation we continue to be in Psalm 31, verses 9 through 16, and also from the book of Job, chapter 13, verses 13 through 19. God bless you, and I will see you here on the 1st of April. No fools.